Dr. Fauci getting completely owned. A software called PEGASUS is spying on people. There's a man on the cover of Swimsuit Illustrated, and I am done with Facebook.
Oh my God!
Welcome to the Woke End Report, number 2, for the week of July 18 to 24, 2021. Our stories for this week are Dr. Fauci getting completely owned, a software called PEGASUS is spying on people, there's a man on the cover of Swimsuit Illustrated, and I am done with Facebook. Because Facebook is asshole. Dr. Fauci, the false idol adored by the woke sheep, had his day in the Senate, and that was the only place where someone had the balls to call him out. Let's watch.
Dr. Fauci, as you are aware, it is a crime to lie to Congress. But all the evidence on your last trip to our committee on May 11th, you stated that the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology. And yet, gain-of-function research was done entirely in the Wuhan Institute by Dr. Shi and was funded by the NIH. I'd like to ask unanimous consent to insert into the record the Wuhan virology paper entitled Discovery of a Rich Gene Pool of Bat SARS-Related Coronaviruses. In this paper, Dr. Shi credits the NIH and lists the actual number of the grant that she was given by the NIH. She took 2 bat coronavirus genes, spike genes, and combined them with a SARS-related backbone to create new viruses that are not found in nature. These lab-created viruses were then shown to replicate in humans. These experiments combined genetic information from different coronaviruses that infect animals but not humans to create novel artificial viruses able to infect human cells. Viruses that in nature only infect animals were manipulated in the Wuhan lab to gain the function of infecting humans. This research fits the definition of the research that the NIH said was subject to the pause in 2014 to 2017, a pause in funding on gain of function. The Wuhan lab used NIH funding to construct novel chimeric SARS-related coronaviruses able to infect human cells and laboratory animals. This is high-risk research that creates new potential pandemic pathogens. This research matches, indeed epitomizes, the definition of gain-of-function research, done entirely in Wuhan, for which there was supposed to be a federal pause. Dr. Fauci, knowing that it is a crime to lie to Congress, do you wish to retract your statement of May 11th where you claimed that the NIH never funded gain-of-function research in Wuhan?
This paper that you are referring to was judged by qualified staff up and down the chain as not being gain of function.
So
let me finish.
You take an animal virus and you increase its transmissibility to humans,
right.
You're saying that's not gain of function?
Yeah.
Your definition that you guys wrote, it says that scientific research that increases the transmissibility among mammals is gain of function. They took animal viruses that only occur in animals and they increased their transmissibility to humans. How you can say that is not gain of function?
It is not.
It's a dance, and you're dancing around this because you're trying to obscure responsibility for 4 million people dying around the world from a pandemic. But all the evidence is pointing that it came from the lab, and there will be responsibility for those who funded the lab, including yourself.
I totally
This committee will allow the witness to respond.
I totally resent the lie that you are now propagating.
What we're alleging is that gain-of-function research was going on in that lab, and NIH funded it.
That is
you can't
not
get away from it. It meets your definition, and you are obfuscating the truth. That became more transmissible in human, and you funded it.
And you
won't admit the truth.
And you.
And he was sweating and shaking. It looks like he and his lizard people thought people were stupider than they are. And that we would just accept whatever he said, no matter how many times he changed his mind. This could have worked if we had a president that could speak English, but...
And the question is whether or not we should be in a position where
you are, why can't the experts say, we know that this virus is in fact it's going to be, or excuse me, we know why all the drugs approved are not temporarily approved but permanently approved.
So I think this right here has the lefties sweating bullets. Well, mostly peaceful bullets, of course, because they think guns are really bad. Next, there has been reports about a spyware called PEGASUS, delivered by an Iran-owned company, infiltrating over 50,000 US smartphones, mostly those belonging to the elites. This software has the capacity to spy on its prey in many different ways. Let's watch.
That's right. So the PEGASUS spyware is built by this company, NSO, and essentially they're an Israeli cybersecurity firm, and they license out this piece of spyware. And really what it is it exploits issues within smartphones, whether that's iOS based or Android based, to be able to access virtually anything on your device. So think your photos, your videos, the messages you send people. It can pick up on your passwords. It can turn on your camera and record you. It can turn on your microphone and listen to you. Basically anything on your phone that you think is private is instantly available to this type of software. Now, Israel has made a mandate with the NSO group basically saying we have to approve of who you can send this kind of software to or sell this kind of software to. But according to reports from an organization or a coalition of media organizations, that's not always the case. And so they found that dozens of journalists, human rights activists, politicians, opposition politicians, people along those lines have had their phones hacked. Now, the scope of this isn't as far as something that you would see out of a cybersecurity or cyber criminal gang, but the availability of this type of software just proves that down the line we could see similar types hitting regular consumers. You think
there was a guy that tried to warn us about this. What was his name? Snow something? Anything about this in the mainstream media? Not much. Definitely nothing from the legacy media outlets that usually show up first when I do a Google search, like CNN, CNBC, and the New York Times. I would say that it's super iffy and sus. That sounds like a clothing brand for hipsters. Sounds like someone is not spreading any information. Because, you know, the fact that there is something in existence that can spy on you without you knowing about it, it's like, bro, you know, stupid.
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded. What I do is just like you know, you know what I mean? Like, oh God. Oh my God. You know?
Oh my God! And for the entertainment section of this news, there is a man that had surgeries to look like a woman on the cover of Swimsuit Illustrated, mostly trying to hide the candy. You idiots! Who do you think buys that magazine? Probably old men, because young people do not even buy magazines, okay? They get porn for free on the interwebs. Do you think they want to see a trans on the cover? No, these are old dudes that like actual women. Really, you did not think this through. I am just going to sit here and watch you become bankrupt. And for one extra story today, I have finally decided to delete myself from the hell known as Facebook. Why? Many reasons. First of all, anything I post trying to help red pill normies gets either banned or fact-checked to hell. One of my last posts got me in the proverbial Facebook jail, and the libtards that interact with my posts do not actually have any arguments. They just comment with canned responses from their side, such as, "You are supporting a patriarchal, heteronormative, transphobic, blah, 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 blah. Shut up, bigot. Wash your hands and wear a mask. Wear 3 masks. Do whatever Fauchi says." There was a white supremacist insurrection in the Capitol, white supremes, blah, blah, blah. You should have some empathy. You should have some resiliency. So, screw it. I decided that it was not worth it. The people that are salvageable will find the information, just like I did, and they will wake the fuck up. They will come to us.
Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Do not come. No, yes, come. So for now, find me on Gab and the other alt media. Fuck you, Facebook. Well, I hope you enjoyed the news for this week. I certainly enjoy bringing them to you. And make sure to hit the button and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.